Hi, this is Rob, and I've got kind of a weird weight loss story to share with you today. It's about how I lost 42 pounds of fat and 10 inches off my belly in just a few weeks, and how my wife Kaylin lost nearly 60 pounds and 8 dress sizes at the same time. How did we do it? Well, we used some pretty unusual techniques and tricks, almost the exact opposite of what most popular weight loss and diet plans have you doing. And I'm sharing our stories because, well, they're probably similar to your own. It doesn't matter if you're a guy or a gal. Anyone who has struggled with their weight and wondered, why am I still carrying around all this extra fat, will relate. And by the end of this short but revealing presentation, which will not be online for too long, I will do a lot more than tell you our story. I'll give you the solution we discovered and use to this very day to stay in the best shape of our lives. Again, this presentation will not be online forever, so please, watch it while you can. Alright, the real reason you're flabby, out of shape, or just plain fat, it's probably not what you think. Well, let's face it, if you looked and felt your best, you wouldn't be watching this. You're here because you carry around an extra 15, 30, or even 60 pounds of ugly fat, and you're tired of it. Maybe you packed it on over the last 20 years. Maybe it's all new weight. It doesn't matter. Either way, you hate what you see when you look at yourself in the mirror. Or worse, you don't even look in mirrors anymore. You try the latest fad diets only to end up losing and regaining the same 10 pounds and then some over and over again. You're left starved, feeling depressed, and even heavier than when you started. You buy all the worthless home gym equipment, and all you lose is the $50, $100, or even $1,000 you spent. If those diet schemes and exercise machines actually worked, well, you'd already have that body of your dreams. But they don't, and you don't. Now, my wife Kaylin and I are here to tell you, you may be out of shape right now, but it's not your fault. Don't spend another minute blaming yourself. Diet and fitness is a multi-billion-dollar industry. It's run from big office buildings full of heartless corporate number crunchers. They don't see you as a person. Heck, they don't even see you as a customer. To them, you're a number with a dollar sign attached to it. In fact, the dirty little secret they'll never tell you, the diet industry needs you to stay fat. If you actually drop the fat and got in the best shape of your life, they lose a customer. Fail, and it's a cha-ching for them. Now they can sell you the next big thing. Then the next big thing after that, powders, pills, potions, cookbooks, point systems, exotic teas, bungee machines, ab zappers, cardio DVDs, the list goes on and on. It's overwhelming and confusing. Well, for you that confusion ends. Right now, right here. Your original question was, why am I still carrying around this extra weight? Why is it the only thing getting thinner is my checkbook? Well, there's one big reason you still don't have that body you truly deserve. It's all because pretty much everything you've heard up till now is dead wrong. You're overweight because the information you've been relying on is, well, bad information. Some, like the big diet monopolies, blatantly lie to you. Others, like your friends, well, they just repeat the lies they believe to be true. Fraud or ignorance. Either way, years of misinformation is largely the real reason for the way you look and feel right now. So, let's set you straight with the 5 big truths of fast and permanent fat loss. Now, a little warning, this may contradict everything you thought you knew about diet and fitness, so prepare yourself. Alright, first is the plain fact that it's fat you need to lose, not weight. If you actually lose weight on most of the fad diets out there, you lose mostly water, not fat. You're not getting healthier, you're just getting dangerously dehydrated. Alright, number 2, low-carb diets will not make you lose fat in the long run because they rob your body of energy, making it way too hard to follow. Low-fat diets are even worse, putting even more fat on you because you end up eating too many of the wrong fat-storing foods instead. The only way to drop the fat is by eating the right foods in the right amounts and at the right time. It sounds complicated, I know, but it's really simple. Alright, number 3, long, boring cardio exercise 4 or even 6 times per week is the worst way to burn fat. And if you know this little secret, it's now possible to burn far more belly fat in just 45 minutes per week. Not per day, I said per week. Number 4, celebrity-endorsed box food diets, expensive and slow. That means you have to keep paying for months. Plus, the ads skip over the part about how you still have to buy your own vegetables. That's hundreds more each month. Number 5, restrictive dieting, also known as starving yourself, is not only stupid and dangerous, it doesn't really work. Why go to bed hungry when there's a delicious way to tickle your system into burning fat all night long while you sleep the night away? Alright, now that you know the truth of how your diet was sabotaged before you even started it, now that you know what not to do if you ever want to be fit, it's time for you to know what you must do to drop the fat right now and keep it off forever. What you must do to finally look and feel healthy, sexy, in control. Yeah, we're talking about the simple, quick, and safe way I lost over 42 pounds of fat in just 12 incredible weeks. How can I make a claim that bold and specific? It's simple. I can make the claim because it's the truth. Plus, my wife, who you'll hear from in just a minute, lost even more than I did by copying my plan. And remember, that's fat loss, not just a loss of precious water. And you'll do it without depriving yourself of delicious foods, without enduring thousands of crunches, without bouncing your way through boring cardio routines. It sounds crazy, I know. But it's 100% real, and we're living proof. It's simple, quick, and safe when you turn your body into a fat-burning furnace, a flab-melting machine that's guaranteed to disintegrate pounds of pure body fat in just a few days. Fat we have kept off for good. Now, can you imagine what 42 pounds actually looks like? I had no idea until my curious wife, Caitlin, did a little research. Here are a few shocking comparisons she came up with. 21 tubs of lard, 42 pounds. 84 double whoppers, 42 pounds. But here's the clearest comparison she found when she told me I was floored. 42 pounds is equal to 168 sticks of butter. Yikes! Now imagine carrying that around with you all day. Now imagine how much better you'll look and feel when even half of that gooey, greasy, health-robbing crap melts away. Gone permanently. Your body, trim and toned, sexy and strong. As you push the button that ignites your fat-burning furnace, you can begin to imagine yourself healthier, happier, in control. For the first time in a long time. And as the thought creeps into your head that shedding this much fat in a safe, simple, and speedy way can't really be possible, remember, my wife lost even more than this by copying my plan, and we've kept it off for years. And now, so have thousands of others. More on that in just a minute. Alright, you really can create a brand new, healthier you in just a few weeks, and it starts with the push of a button. Skyrocket your energy. That means you can do more without getting tired. Eliminate that end-of-the-day fatigue you feel after work. Spend some fun time with your kids. Just watch as your love life takes off like the space shuttle. Boost your immune system. That means you're healthier, looking better, feeling better, living better. Say goodbye to those medical bills and say hello to freedom. Flatten that tummy. Better yet, get that six-pack. You really can go from frumpy and dumpy to toned and sexy. You can go from hiding under layers of sweaters to turning heads at the beach. Think it's impossible? Well, think again, because I did it, Kaylin did it, and now more than 50,000 others just like you have copied my plan. Now, it's your turn. We stumbled onto the 15-minute miracle that burns fat for 3 full days. No extreme fad or starvation diets here. You eat delicious, hearty foods in large amounts, foods that are more nutritious and give you more satisfaction 6 times per day. No need for cardio, warm-ups, stretches, any of that stuff. This is a brand new way to move for about 15 minutes, just 2 to 3 days a week. A plan that works with your hectic lifestyle. A total body transformation. Choose to lose 60 pounds or only 10. Beginning with the simple push of a button, your confidence and attitude get a huge boost. You're melting fat 24/7. Your body is now a fat-burning furnace that melts away big hunks of fat while you watch TV, sleep, hey, even while you eat. Now how amazing is that? A plan you can actually stay on forever. This brand new system of push-button fat loss is so simple, healthy, and fulfilling, you'll never cheat on another diet because you won't have to. We'll talk more about that in just a second, but you really first should know a little bit about us. We're not scientists, we don't have PhDs. I was actually a part-time musician, played guitar and sang a little on the weekends, but we are from Michigan, which means I also used to be a cog in the wheel for one of those big 3 automakers here. But since discovering a whole new way of quick and simple fat loss, I've made it my life's mission to help others do the same. I'm now an advocate of sorts, taking on the status quo until every last victim of fat gets that final justice. Now, my wife Kaylin works with me, but her other job is the most important job of all. She raises our kids. We're just a regular couple who, after a lot of yo-yo dieting, a ton of trial and error, and around $23,000 in wasted cash, discovered something that put the fear in the eyes of the diet companies. We discovered the truth. The map to my journey, well, was sketched out when I was just a kid. I was kind of chubby most of my life. As an infant, it was just, a few pounds of baby fat, mostly in my cheeks, it seemed. Grandma took a lot of joy in pinching them constantly. By 8, my school clothes came from the husky section, and by 12, I had to start wearing men's clothes. At 13, my mom just told me to stop eating. She put me on a cottage cheese and grapefruit diet, and Dad, he had me doing sit-ups for nearly an hour at a clip. It felt like torture, but did it work? Well, you be the judge. By the time I reached 30, I was sporting more than 50 pounds of extra fat, and what I now know is almost a thin, lanky frame. Here's me at 1, me at 13, me at 30. Basically, I was following what I call the lifetime fat packing formula. Chubby plus time plus bad advice equals FAT, fat. If that doesn't ring a bell, if your story isn't something similar, you're probably more like my wife. You see, Kaylin's weight gain was all pretty recent. Ah, my beautiful bride, Kaylin. Yeah, the dude with the chubby cheeks and the 90s mullet somehow landed himself an angel. Now, when we got married, Kaylin's body, well, it was average. Maybe just a few pounds more than she would like, but she was perfect in my eyes. Then, months after our daughter Sarah was born, Kaylin still had a stubborn 32 pounds she couldn't get rid of. She tried low-carbing it, danced to some of those curly-haired guys' exercise videos, even bought one of those ab gadgets you see on TV. But nothing worked for her. A few years later, along came our second child, Ryan, followed by the cardio step class, the Pilates, the shakes, the points, the meetings, the fads. The whole thing came full circle when one day I see her eating just grapefruit and cottage cheese. I literally said, "Have you been talking to my mother?" She never lost more than a few pounds of water weight and then gained that back and more. When the dust finally cleared, my wife was permanently carrying 60 extra pounds of fat. Here she is after baby 1 and after baby 2. Baby plus bad advice equals fat. Kaylin jokingly calls this the baby formula now, and all that bad advice cost us plenty. We bought the equipment, the books, the online plans, more books, workout DVDs, the whole shebang. Like I said earlier, over the years we spent more than 23 grand on that stuff. And what did we get out of it? Now, most of the time we just lose a little water weight, then almost immediately gain the fat back. It felt like a terrifying roller coaster ride. Now, I never admitted this really to anyone before, but I felt so embarrassed by it all. I was actually on the brink of giving up completely. Have you ever gotten to the point where you just said to yourself, screw it, I'll just be fat my whole life? Yeah, it's a frightening thought, just deciding not to try anymore. But I felt at least if I wasn't trying, I couldn't fail. I could be the guy, who pretends to be the happy, jolly, chubby guy, even though you know you're miserable on the inside. I was just a thought or two away from ending up just like that. But something happened that, changed everything. It's this seemingly tiny moment in time that ultimately made me save my life and Kaylin's life. I looked into my son Ryan's eyes, and then it hit me. I thought about the toll my weight was taking on my health and what not trying anymore might mean to him and to my daughter Sarah. I told my wife I didn't want my kids growing up feeling embarrassed by their father, or worse, I didn't want them growing up without a father. It turns out she was also afraid of never living long enough to see her little girl's wedding. I know these thoughts are kind of hokey to some, but if you're a parent, you know exactly what we feel. So I didn't give up. I redoubled my efforts to find a cure for what I was sure would ultimately kill me. I threw away all the fad garbage, the prepackaged foods, the worthless exercise routines, and through almost endless trial and error and consultations with fitness pros who weren't part of the corporate machine, I stumbled onto a never-before-revealed pattern of eating and moving, a simple and quick life adjustment that melted our fat like butter on a skillet. I had to stop buying clothes for months. I'm not kidding when I say the fat dripped off me so fast, I literally had to stop buying clothes for months, or else we'd have to return the stuff before I'd even get a chance to wear it. Now, discovering how to turn your body into a 3-day fat-burning furnace was the miracle we were praying for. After years of buying the pills, the potions, the gadgets, years of buying the BS, I discovered the truth about how your body works and how if you push the right button, it wants to burn fat all the time. When you drop the bull, drop the gizmos, drop the dangerous fads, and you begin this simple, quick, and safe plan, we found your body can naturally shed the fat for you and replace that fat with lean, healthy, sexy muscle. We just push that button and wow, you're losing weight and building sexy fat-burning muscle 24/7. Now, stay with me here. I know it's like nothing you've ever heard before. It's not easy to accept all these years your dieting has done more harm than good. Taking people who have thought one way their whole lives and completely changing that thinking was almost impossible in the beginning. We had to rely on trust and our own incredible transformations as proof. I lost 42 pounds, 10 inches off my waist, literally became a new man. Kaylin lost nearly 60 pounds and dropped 8 dress sizes. A total of more than 101 pounds of fat gone for good. But today, we've helped over 50,000 men and women all over the world from almost every walk of life. Over 50,000 happy customers can't be wrong. Yeah, more than 50,000 average people have simply, quickly, and healthfully copied my plan. We'll show you more incredible success stories from amazing people just like you. People who had to rethink almost everything they ever thought was fact, throw away the misinformation, and discover the uncorrupted truth. We'll get to some of those soon. Right now, you're probably anxious to get started. So push that button and turn on your fat-burning furnace. Your 15-minute miracle. Not another impossible diet, but a delicious new way of living. Not another painful workout plan, but a simple new way of moving. Not another untested fad, but a new proven way to change your life. Still, the only system of its kind. That's right. Nothing duplicates my fat-burning furnace ultimate fitness system. You can feel great about your decision to now possess the most powerful ways to enlist carbs as a potent ally to fight fat. Stop depriving yourself of nutritious carbs and watch how the fat can melt away. Harness the power of this unusual celebrity secret. It's been passed down for decades and will help you get fit right now. Never again suffer through a boring cardio routine, the breakthrough that helps thousands discover push-button fat loss. Eat more for supercharged fat shredding. Now you can almost stuff your face and trick your body into fighting the fat for you. Drop those dress sizes faster and easier than you might have imagined. Oh, how jealous they'll all be of your new body. Lose a little, then lose a lot. With FBF, the longer you stay on it, the less and less time it takes to melt fat. Wow! If you think I'm done, think again. We don't have to go on and on about how finally getting in or back in the best shape of your life is beneficial to your health. We all know about heart disease, diabetes, stroke, and the long list of other health problems associated with being overweight. So getting in shape right now, well, that's a no-brainer. And our Fat Burning Furnace Ultimate Fitness System reveals all the secrets you can use right now to sculpt your world-class body. And keep it that way forever. Plus, there are massive specific benefits to you when you get your brand new body using the 15-Minute Miracle. FBF reveals it all. 22 of the flat-out fastest fat-burning, body-sculpting, head-turning exercises ever. And I don't just explain them, you get easy-to-follow step-by-step instructions and photos. The truth about how low-calorie, low-carb, and other restrictive diets can absolutely crush your metabolism. And the proven tactics to avoid that yo-yo dieting effect that keeps you going back to these programs time after time. The secret to altering the two most effective fat-burning workouts into one. Now you can discover push-button fat loss moving your body just twice per week. Until now, this was completely unheard of. The key to getting that flat stomach you always admired, and this has nothing to do with crunches, sit-ups, leg lifts, or any other ab exercise. In fact, it's the one big mistake most trainers make that you won't. The simple trick to separating the good fats, those that strip away your flab, from the bad fats, those that created the flab in the first place. Get this wrong, and your diet will fail almost every single time. Get it right, and your diet success is almost certain. How the advice you get from all the top nutritionists will actually make you get fatter, not thinner. How can so many get this wrong? Well, the answer to this and other questions will shock and amaze you. The secret about two well-known but often overlooked substances you use every day, or should be using. Once you harness this power, we found it feels like you're taking magical supplements that burn fat and give you boundless energy. Get that unfair advantage legally, and so much more. I told you this was unlike any other weight loss plan out there, and I meant it. We've specifically created the FBF system to be straightforward and easy to understand. You quickly put it in place, and you're done. Now, take all that extra time you would be spending reading, counting calories, measuring portions, bouncercising, and put that time into enjoying your new life. Travel, see the world, make new friends, fall in love. You deserve that, and you deserve a plan that can get you there fast without taking a bunch of your time and effort. Securing your copy is simple and easy, and the cost is tiny. How tiny? Well, since Kaylin's the one who loves to make comparisons, I'm going to turn it over to her for a minute.
How can I compare FBF, the 15-Minute Miracle, to anything else on the market today? Really, I can't. There is no other system that is as simple, quick, and safe as this one, and comes with so much proof that it really works. So, let's compare pricing instead. If you wanted to create the system from the ground up, you'd spend thousands hunting down, then hiring the right nutritionists, the right trainers, plus you'd put in far too many extra hours discovering all the secrets those professionals don't even know about. Rob and I personally spent more than $23,000 over the years on fad diets and wasted infomercial junk. On top of that, he clocked in hundreds of hours in libraries researching before he discovered the truth. Do you have that kind of time and money? A few years ago, before Rob made this discovery, I was shopping around for a personal trainer. I figured if it worked for the Hollywood celebrities, it might work for me. And it really might have. I'll never know because, do you have any idea how much a trainer costs? $60 for one session, minimum. At just 3 sessions per week, that's $9,360 per year. And we're in Michigan. If you live in a big city somewhere, I bet it's a lot more than that. $60 is more than I spend at the hair salon, and I only go there every 6 weeks. No way could I afford to pay that much. Can you? And those so-called diet counselors, don't get me started on them. To say their training is suspect is an understatement. From what my friends tell me, their advice often sounds like this. Stick with us. Just buy more of our supplements and snack bars. Counselors? More like salespeople. No, thank you. We agree box food diets and trainers are too expensive and just not right for you. Now, let's talk a minute about all the money you're throwing away by carrying around that extra fat. How much more are you going to have to spend on doctors, hospital visits, even just missed work because you feel crappy? The cost is endless. Plus the human toll. How much is your life worth anyway? If you were lying in a hospital and the end was near, how much would you gladly pay for an extra year or even a week? Now what if you could have it all for less than the price of just one session with a trainer? More fat loss knowledge than a $60 per hour personal trainer. More uncorrupted nutrition info than a $50 per session diet counselor. No more cardio routines, no more fad diets, no more searching for the next big gimmick. Shopping again in regular stores and wearing outfits that look hot on you from every angle. A longer, healthier life. Don't you deserve a good shot at that? And for less than the price of 1 hour with a trainer. How'd I do, Rob?
Great, but you forgot to mention we're taking all the risk. If you don't think this is the fastest, simplest, and safest way to lose 10, 30, even 60 pounds of pure fat, or if for any reason you're not 100% delighted, just ask us for a refund within 60 days. You'll get every penny back, no questions asked. We're so sure FBF will work for you, we're going to take all the risk. So push that button and get started today. Alright, we have two options. Let's go ahead and choose the option that's best for you. Option number 1, with the FBF Deluxe package, you're getting my step-by-step fat burning furnace blueprint, 3 months of email coaching, free updates for 1 full year, a deluxe value of $210, today just $39.97. Option number 2, the FBF Ultimate package, you're getting everything we just saw in the Deluxe package, 9 additional months of email coaching for 12 total months, the FBF Ultimate Success Toolkit, which I'll talk about in just a second, an ultimate value of $530, today just $69.97. But hold on a second. For a limited time through this presentation only, upgrade to the Ultimate package for free. Not $69.97. Today just $39.97. The same price as the Deluxe package. Now even better is that you're going to be downloading your copy right to your computer. Don't worry, it's easy, and I'll personally show you exactly how to do this. Nothing needs to be mailed, so you get instant access. How cool is that? And it's just a one-time fee. You will never be billed again for anything, so you can feel safe when ordering today. We're doing this for a very specific reason. All the marketing consultants I spoke to said the only way to market anything to the diet and fitness crowd is to follow the pack. Don't reinvent the wheel, they said. Just rename an old low-calorie diet and call it a day. But we couldn't do that. It wasn't too long ago we were just like you. We know exactly what you're going through. So not only do we want to be like a beacon of hope in this huge sea of misinformation, we want to show all those marketing experts that good old-fashioned truth is more powerful than some gimmick. And because of that, we want to get the Fat Burning Furnace Ultimate Fitness System into as many hands as possible in as short a time as possible. Now maybe we can start a trend. Maybe the marketeers will follow us instead. You see, we don't care if we're not number one. We don't care if we don't make a fortune doing this. We want the industry to change. All right, maybe we're just naive. Maybe there's no hope for that. But Kaylin and I think it's worth a shot. So you can feel happy when helping us out today. You don't care a bit about changing the industry? Hey, at least care about changing yourself. Want to change simply, quickly, and safely with the FBF plan? You get the Fat Burning Furnace Blueprint. My brand new lightning fast fat loss system gives you the exact step-by-step plan to igniting your fat burning furnace. You can experience 24-hour days, 7 days a week fat burning. And this is pure fat loss too, not just temporary water loss. Guaranteed. You get a full year of personal email coaching. If at any point you have a question about any part of this simple program, drop us a note and either Kaylin, I, or a team member will personally respond. This is our private email address, not some dead link to an email robot. You get a full year of product updates. Even though we believe this is the best fat loss system on the planet, I'm always studying and searching for find faster, easier, and longer lasting ways to burn fat and keep it off. Others might charge you for these updates. I've seen them do it, but not FBF. For a full year, all updates are free when you act now. You get the FBF Ultimate Success Toolkit. I'm talking about the progress trackers for all levels of experience so you can keep tabs on your improvements, the metabolic rate calculator which helps you get a handle on what you'll be eating each day, and that's just for starters. You also get the body fat percentage analyzer to make sure you're losing pure body fat and won't be tricked by the bathroom scale any longer. All for the low price of $39.97 through this presentation, if you act real fast. That's less than the cost of some greasy dinner for two at your corner restaurant. Please get it now before the price goes back up to $69.97. Alright, you're at a crossroad. One direction leads to the same old, same old. It's you doing exactly what you've done in the past, hoping against all hope that this time will be the time it finally works. You know, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. You need to stop the insanity and take the other road. The road that leads to a new body, a new outlook, a new confidence. The road paved with $23,000 of trial and error, hundreds of hours of research and heartache. The road proven to cut the fat off like a knife cutting through 168 sticks of butter. The road that leads straight to a brand new you. And as you're thinking about putting this system to work for you, you can begin to imagine how amazing you soon will look, and how sexy, vibrant, and alive you feel when others compliment you. You can begin to feel really confident and comfortable in your brand new body. I know you realize how important it is for you to do this for your family life, for your social life, and for your love life. But most important is that you realize you must do this for no one else but yourself, right now. So go ahead and push the Add to Cart button below, and let's get started on your new future, right now.